What's up? It's Yahweh ben Israel. All praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Yahweh only. And besides him, there is no other God, neither shall there be after him. The title of this video is going to be Woman Speaks Out Against a Trans Swimmer. Now, as you see in the title of this article, it says anti-trans swimmer slammed after causing trans teen to lose volleyball scholarship. It says outspoken anti-trans swimmer Riley Gaines was called out for bullying after she complained about a trans teen's volleyball scholarship to play at the University of Washington, allegedly leading to the scholarship being revoked. Now, this is a first because we see what they're doing uh, in Babylon with the letter gang agenda, how they're just promoting multiple genders. Because to all the normal people that know there's only a male and female, what they like to promote is a lot of nonsense, especially with the liberal side. Uh, we'll continue to read this, and we'll get into this more where it says, anti-trans swimmer Riley Gaines has once again sparked outrage after her public campaign against a trans high school student resulted in the teen's scholarship being revoked. It says the 17-year-old is said to have verbally committed to a volleyball scholarship, one of several scholarships she was offered by the University of Washington, and that she is a he. So just letting y'all know, I'm gonna refer to this he who wants to be identified as she as a he because that is what he is. In the image of Yah made he him, male and female created he them. All right, hallelujah. And it goes on to say, it's unclear how Gaines knew about the team, but she took to Twitter, aka X, still not even used to that, last week to write a cruel screed against the student, outing and misgendering him, revealing his identity with a photo, and calling on UW to revoke his scholarship. And then it shows a tweet from Alejandro that says, they outed a trans girl and got his scholarship revoked. This isn't in service of women. It's sociopaths like Riley Gaines using the pretense of women's rights to bully and harass trans people with her rabid mob. Excuse me, this is one of these lunatics that supports this nonsense. Um, and then it shows what I'm assuming is a picture of it. Might as well call it a child, call it, because that's what it is. Where it says, yeah, this is straight from Riley Gaines herself, where it says it's alleged that at UW volleyball resigned the scholarship from the male vying to play with the women. Sources say the coaches had no idea he is a male. He and his family concealed his sex throughout the entering recruiting. Wow, they spelled that wrong. I mean, entire throughout the entire recruiting process. Common. The power of public opinion and accountability. And if this is what uh, you know he tried to play off as looking like a woman, I mean, sheesh. I mean, y'all see these videos of these dudes that be taking hormone pills and changing the gender when they can't compete with their own gender, so they go into women's sports, start dominating. Y'all seen the videos? Ah, Matt. Speaking of volleyball, I saw a video. Some dude built like a whole football player on the volleyball place where dude goes for a serve and like damn near does a kamehameha, hits this chick in the face, breaks her nose. It's not funny, but damn, it's like, yo, this is like, y'all, it's unfair. It literally makes the sport unfair when you have these dudes who all of a sudden want to identify as a woman, um, get into these sports. It's like it's overkill. It's literally like you're playing Madden and you got a 70 overall team. All of a sudden you create your own player with 99 strength, 99 speed, 99 stamina. It's too easy. It's just domination. And to all these idiots who support this, saying that, well, they can do what they want. Like, nah, that's like recruiting an Avenger to a team full of nothing but humans. That's not fair. Yeah, I don't care what you say. I don't care how you try to uh make something wrong right. This is like, let's keep it a buck. This is just keeping it real. That is unfair, and not only unfair, but it's a slap in the face to the real women who worked hard to get their scholarships, to compete, against other women. Who would expect to compete against some dude who's built like Broly and you're like, I don't know, like Kid Gohan? Like, it's an unfair fight. Like, come on, let's keep it a buck. We're gonna continue to read this where it says, Gaines claims that the student and their parents deceived the university. Excuse me. I thought they were talking about Man, I ain't gonna. I'm getting confused just reading this because I don't know who if they're referring to her as Gaines or the letter game dude. This is ridiculous. I'm getting confused just reading this. But it says deceive the university by concealing his trans identity, disclosing someone else's sexual or gender identity without their consent is considered illegal harassment under Washington law. That's so liberal right there. I ain't even a Republican. This is just so liberal. But we're going to continue reading what it says. In one of her tweets, Riley wrote, Male takes women's volleyball scholarship at UW, a soon to be Big Ten school, stealing the already few opportunities for women at the collegiate level. How can he be proud? And it says at UWV volleyball should resign the scholarship if they really care about women. He can play with the men, and that's facts. That's 1000% facts. This is literally something where it's like, well, you can't beat him, join him kind of thing. I mean, I would respect. I mean, I don't really respect dudes that do steroids to, enhance their performance in their sport. But I mean, I'd rather respect that than to stoop this low and just to put a wig on and think that that's the solution and you're gonna get everything you want now. That's just demonic. That is very demonic. And we'll continue reading this where it says, when the university subsequently uh, resigned, the team's volleyball scholarship gains cheered the decision on social media, where tweets have also inspired a wave of right-wing attacks against the team on social media and right-wing news. It's worth noting that the person Gaines and her fellow transphobic cabal are attacking is a literal child. And that's the thing, when you call out nonsense, you're called things like transphobic, bigot. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. So that's why when you have that First Amendment uh, free speech right, they like to silence your uh, right to free speech by saying things like making up words and terminology like transphobic, mean, bullying, things of that nature. But at the same time, they have a agenda that they're trying to push themselves. So it's basically you're in a battle between your agenda or their agenda, but which agenda is going to have morals, which agenda is going to be more productive for society compared to this agenda that literally leads to death and confusion, and it's going to make a whole generation of idiots. And it says, you're seeing the tweets right there, where it says, from Riley Gaines herself versus a young boy and his family lied, falsified, concealed crucial information, and abused the system for illegal personal gain. But I'm the sociopath for calling a spade a spade. It makes sense. Women's scholarships are only for women. And this is facts. This is 1000% facts. If you continue to, it's like playing like a really twisted game where you're pretending, or it's like having sympathy for someone that's retarded, right? All right, so you see, like, in football games, right? You got like the retarded, the kid that comes out, everyone lets him either, run the ball, make a tackle, whatever it is, but we all know that they're retarded. It's the same thing here, where everyone knows this is a man, but if you call this out and say that the man, is not a woman, but a man in a dress or whatever, you're gonna be like, oh no, and you're gonna get booed and get tomatoes thrown at you and all that, man. And F all that. Like, someone gotta say something. I commend Riley for saying something, because let's just keep it a bug. You keep your mouth shut and just worry about what other people think, and not call this out. You're gonna see in the next couple years. Oh, you're gonna see in the women's category of sports, you're gonna see nothing but a bunch of Transformers out there, looking like a whole lot of Decepticons versus Optimus Prime out here. We'll continue to read this. where it says, Gaines supports concerns about athletic fairness are likely not even valid. The teen is thought to have transitioned before puberty, meaning he never developed any of the supposed athletic advantages anti-trans agitators advocate against. But that's the thing. It doesn't matter whether you started taking uh, what do you call it, where you started taking these hormone pills before you hit puberty or not, because as a male, you're still going to develop as a male, no matter how hard you try to stop these male hormones from coming in. That's not how it works. Doesn't matter what you could. It's like saying like a man can get pregnant. You're just saying a whole lot of demonic nonsense that doesn't make sense. Yeah, you can feminize this dude as much as you want. Take all types of pills, do all types of like nonsense to feminize yourself. But at the end of the day, a man is a man, and he's gonna still develop these male features like testosterone. That's still gonna be present no matter how hard you try to block it. But yeah, yeah, I just wanted to show this right here as well, or you know, one of the few stories that are being put out there where uh, a woman is defending her gender and saying, stop having these dudes pull up into their sport because you're turning something that it's like it's like LeBron or somebody of that nature in the NBA just saying, you know what, I can't compete in this male league. Let me go to the WNBA. You'll never hear a male NBA player saying, I'm gonna forgo all this and go to the WNBA. You'll never hear that. Never, never. At all these other sports, you'll never hear that about basketball. But I wouldn't be surprised if somewhere in the near future, New World Order got that set up to where they're gonna have some NBA player that didn't make it or something like that just go to the WNBA and then dominate, and now everyone's gonna start watching the WNBA because you see this dude dunking on a whole bunch of chicks. Yeah, I can't make this up. I'm not saying I'm prophesying, but I wouldn't be surprised if they had that as one of their little stunts. In the next couple of years or so, who knows? Who knows how crazy the world's getting? Who knows what kind of wicked nonsense they're gonna have set up in order to promote nonsense and falsehood. But yeah, man, just wanted to show this story to y'all. Shout out to everyone who made it into the end of the video. Shout out to everyone who has subscribed, who constantly, consistently likes the content, shares the videos. Shout out to y'all. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Uh, yes, subscribe. Uh, right now, whether you love me, hate me, whatever it is, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We're gonna keep pushing out content, and yeah, y'all have a good one. Whether you're from the house of Israel or a Gentile, make sure you turn on post notifications as well. I'm out.